Hey guys, Bonehead here again. I'm bringing you another build video. This one for a new game that I've been playing a bit of called Path of Exile. So as you know, mainly I do a lot of Star Wars builds and things, but playing this and looking at how complicated this tree is for everyone, it's pretty daunting for a lot of people. So I thought I'd do a couple of builds of some of my favorite things I've been playing in Path of Exile. So it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been flat out trying out all different games, things like that. So yeah, I thought it's about time I get one of these posted up for you guys. So this one here, this build is for the Witch, and I'm focusing mainly on the whole build on ice attacks and pretty much all energy shield. So I'm going full energy shield build with a bit of extra stuff for ice and like resistances and things. So you change it up as you see if you prefer lightning or fire or whatever. But yeah, the build that we're doing here is mainly focusing on the energy shield, and then go for the ice damage as the extra thing. So I better get stuck into it. So a lot of points to delegate here. 120 points in total you get throughout the whole thing. So as you can see here, who was starting this, the Witch starting point. So I want to go through here. I want to pick up spell damage on the left side here. Spell damage, crit chance, and elemental dominion. Increase elemental damage with spells and intel. So here you can see you've got your fire, lightning, and ice. So I go through the ice path up here, Frostwalker, cold damage, up to that intel point. And so then from here, we want to go towards the middle here to intel. Now this is one part I want to go up and get all these ice abilities up here. So there are 4 points that you sort of waste a bit here on your wand ability. I mean, you're going to use wands anyway, but a lot of the time you won't actually use the white hit for the wands. You'll be using your spells. So, but that gets us up here to some of the most powerful things for the ice. So here, Breath of Rime, enemies become chilled as they unfreeze. So if you do freeze enemies and don't kill them in time to shatter them, then they'll still become chilled after that. Then here, increase your freeze duration, increase your chill duration, and increase cold damage in total. So yeah, a good few things there for making your frozen and chilled effects last longer. So that's pretty much the entire left line for the build. The right line, as you'll see, is the one that takes us all around the place. So I'll get stuck in over here. So first thing, pick up this mana regeneration, extra mana, and get your first point into energy shield. So you can see here, we'll work our way up here into the middle to keep picking up more, get arcane focus, and that's so all those energy shield boosts all the way through. Then up here to deep wisdom, just for some mana and intel, and that puts us right here for the next batch of ice things. So cold damage, Heart of Ice, which actually increases energy shield as well, which is quite nice. And then here, the weapon cold, self-chill duration. Those side ones, if you find something more important, you can go for those. But I'll do that anyway and take the full ice path there. Okay, so next thing we want to go to is pick up that node and take us to Arcane Vision. The Arcane Vision is very, very important for the fact that later on where we're focusing, you'll have basically no life in this build and have just your energy shield to protect you. Now this Arcane Vision is your light radius is based on your energy shield. So as your energy shield gets depleted, your vision will go really dark, and you'll know straight away, without looking at your health or anything, that you're in trouble and you need to get out of there before you die. So that's a good little indicator of having that Arcane Vision on there for you. So definitely pick that up on the way through. Now we want to come across to the side here, down, pick up these intel nodes, and then start heading back up here. Now here's more, this is the energy shield delay. There's 3 points towards this. Now the energy shield delay is where when your energy shield does deplete, you have to not get hit for a couple of seconds before it'll regen all the way back to full again. So this reduces that time that you've got to wait before it gets back to full. Now up here, pick up this node and get Doom Cast. 60% increased crit chance for spells. That's just that number, 60% increased chance is huge. So definitely want to be picking that up. And now here, this thing, Chaos Inoculation, this is sort of where the entire build came from for me when I was sort of theory crafting this. Where Chaos Inoculation, maximum life becomes 1, immune to chaos damage. So chaos damage is your like poisons and acid type things. And so what happens is, it seems ridiculous, maximum life becomes 1. That means, yes, your life total is 1 life. So if your shield depletes down to 0, you only have one health. So you're instantly dead. But chaos damage, immune to chaos damage is the only type of damage in the game that actually ignores an energy shield and hits your health anyway. And so what you'll find, work your way through the build as you go, what you'll find is you'll get to a point where once you come up against something with chaos damage, you'll already have your energy shield will be much higher than your health, and when someone hits you with that chaos damage and it ignores the energy shield, your health will just go bam down really quick. And so once you get to that point, make sure you're ready to hit on Chaos Inoculation there, and then go and pick up these extra energy shield boosts, and then infused shield for more energy shield again. And so yeah, from that point on, you'll have 1 health, but you'll be immune to chaos damage, that's going to be the thing. A lot of people, like a lot of stuff builds towards that chaos damage because it ignores energy shield. Well, this will make you immune to it. So very, very powerful, game-changing sort of ability there for that point. So now we want to keep working our way across. Intel again here, Unnatural Calm, 12% increase energy shield, increased energy shield cooldown recovery. So once again, it'll, like when you see your vision go really dark from the arcane vision, and you run away from the monsters or whatever that you're fighting, that cooldown time, suddenly it'll go and go back up to full energy shield again, which is going to be, that's the way to get away from it and things. So the faster that cooldown ticks over, the better off you are. Down here, now this one here, Pain Attunement, I thought would have been awesome with this Chaos Inoculation, being that you get 30% more spell damage when on low life. And you would think 1 health is low life, but it's not. It doesn't actually work in the situation. So even though you only have 1 life, that 1 life is 100% of your life. So you'd have to be on 0 life for the Pain Attunement to actually start. So don't worry about picking up Pain Attunement, and that's for anyone who's wondering if they do sort of work off each other. They don't actually in the game. So I keep going straight past that. Down here, pick up these intel nodes, and I want to pick up Ghost Reaver. Life Leech applies to energy shield instead of life. So now any life leech that you've got from the weapon stuff or anything, you're going to be picking up. That's actually going to apply to your energy shield instead, which is quite nice. And then so I want to go down here as well, go through these couple of dexterity nodes, and then go in here, evasion and energy shield. So I'm going to pick up all these all the way around this circle and get this void barrier. So increase evasion, energy shield cooldown, and elemental resistance. So yeah, good little evasion isn't, because we don't have high dexterity, evasion isn't going to make that much of a difference to us, but picking up those energy shield boosts is pretty good. So that leads us from there. So now you want to go back over here to where we have this Intel node here, and you want to keep working your way back down on the angle down here through. We don't need that one, we've already got immunity to chaos. Down to Intel, and across to this big circle here, right underneath the witch starting point. Every one of these points is an energy shield boost. So you want to basically go through and pick up all of these all the way around the whole circle. So lots and lots of energy shield boost there. And then I go down and pick up this Path of the Savant anyway. Plus 12% increased spell damage and mana and intel. So all just, you know, your basic stats that you're going to want to have anyway for that. So then from here we want to keep going across. So now we're going under and over to the other side of the whole tree, over where the Templar starts. So intel point there. I thought about this elemental equilibrium, but it's if you're going to use all different elements one after the other. So whereas I'm focusing mainly on ice to slow everything down and things, so that's not going to work for me. So I'll keep going up here, follow these intel points up here. Down here I actually pick up these elemental resistances in here while I'm coming past, and then down into here and across, and then down here pick up that Celestial Walker, elemental resistances, increased elemental damage. Pick up these mana points across, get this one here, Prestigination, increased cast speed, down Secrets of the Order you want to pick up as well. That picks us up a couple of extra ice damage things, and Elementalist I grab, so 10% increased elemental damage and more intel. And then now we want to work our way down through here, reduce mana cost, more intel. Now this will take us down to another part of the build that I'm working towards, which is this Zealot's Oath. So now if I work down through, we pick up a bit of life here, that won't really affect us, but then we want to pick up this life regeneration, +1 life regen. Then here, armor and energy shield, we want all of those up to get the faith and steel. So you got here increased armor, increased energy shield, and elemental resistances. And then that'll put us down here, 2 clicks of strength, and then Zealot's Oath. So this Zealot's Oath, life regen applies to energy shield instead of life, which is very powerful. That's so all of your life regen on armor and everything, and all the ones from the tree here, will all actually give us energy shield regen while we're in battle and everything as well. So now I'll go back over here where we came across past all these energy shields, and then actually work my way down here to this thing called Shaper. 40% increased mana regen and 1% life regen. And then from Shaper I want to work in and just pick up these few life regen points down in here. So now as you can see, we already picked up 1% life regen over here. Now we've actually picked up 0.4, 0.4, 0.4 and another 1% as well. So we've got all these little life regen nodes all there, which are all contributing towards that Zealot's Oath ability there. So as you can see, that's most of the points left. Now what there'll be another elemental resistance over here somewhere. There it is, where I'll pick those ones up just to get me that extra elemental resistance, and that's the whole 120. So as you can see, a lot of different directions and everything through the build. All sort of focusing completely towards that energy shield and using that chaos inoculation to our advantage, so we become immune to chaos damage, but only have 1 life. So you really need to watch that arcane vision when you're in battle. When your vision goes low, you want to get out of there real quick so you can so your shield can regenerate back up to full again really quickly. So as you can see, just as a recap, as when you start, just work your way up the left side here, up and pick up your ice abilities up to there. Then you want to turn around on the other side, work your way up, get some energy shield, pick up the rest of your ice. Intel, you can actually leave arcane vision and chaos inoculation alone until you decide that you definitely want to go, like you want to have that one life. Earlier on in the game, it's probably better to go past that and then go through and pick up all the bits out here, your evasion and energy shield stuff, your energy shield delays, pick up the Doomcast to get that increased crit chance of spells, and then work your way down and across to that big circle of energy shield stuff. And then once you're ready for it, and whenever you'll notice every time you fight something that's chaos damage like poisons and things, and you'll be getting killed really easily because all of your points have been going towards the energy shield. So you definitely want to have that point. You just want to say, okay, fine, arcane vision, chaos inoculation, pick the rest of those bits up, and then from then on you'll be dedicated energy shield only, which I kind of like. It sort of works with the sort of frail little girl witch sort of thing, where the only thing keeping her alive in all this fighting is this big powerful energy shield around her, and once her power is depleted completely, she basically just collapses. So yeah, kind of a cool thing working with it all. Work your way all the way across, pick up these shaper and life regens, but don't worry about those until after you've got Zealot's Oath, really, unless you're still waiting to put that chaos inoculation on, but you'll have it up by then. And so yeah, work your way through, get all these things here, all the ice down here, regen, more energy shield stuff, and then get that Zealot's Oath. And so you can see all these things now, life regen, life steal, and everything all account towards your energy shield. And then you've got your ice damage spells and everything to freeze things in place and slow them down while you blast away at them. So yeah, hope you like the build. Hope it's not too confusing for people, and let me know how you go. Bonehead out.